Mostly got everything ready in time. Yeah, that should be just fine. Let me make sure that KOTOR 2 is still showing up when it is. Okay, so it'll be one more second. We need to do the daily readings, and we can get started here. Just wanted to make sure that it was in fact showing up, because got it prepped, and then, yeah. Okay, so let's go ahead and do the daily readings for today, and then we'll get started. So the readings for today are for October 17th, 2023. Memorial of St. Ignatius of Antioch, Bishop and Martyr. The first reading for today is from Romans 1, chapter 16 through 25. Brothers and sisters, I am not ashamed of the gospel. It is the power of God for the salvation of everyone who believes, for Jew first and then Greek. For it is revealed the righteousness of God from faith to faith. As it is written, the one who is righteous by faith will live. The wrath of God is indeed being revealed from heaven against every impiety and wickedness of those who suppress the truth by their wickedness. For what can be known about God is evident to them, that God made it evident to them. Ever since the creation of the world, his invisible attributes of external power and divinity have been able to be understood and perceived in what he has made. As a result, they have no excuse, for although they know God, they did not accord him glory as God or give him thanks. Instead, they became vain in their reasoning, and their senseless minds were darkened. While claiming to be wise, they became fools, and exchanged the glory of the immortal God for the likeness of an image of mortal man, or of birds, or of four-legged animals, or of snakes. Therefore, God handed them over to impurity through the lust of their hearts. Through the mutual degradation of their bodies, they exchanged the truth of God for a lie, and revered and worshipped the creature rather than the Creator, who is blessed forever. Amen. The psalm for today is Psalm 19. The heavens proclaim the glory of God. The heavens declare the glory of God, and the firmament proclaims his handiwork. Day pours out the word to day, and night to night imparts knowledge. The heavens proclaim the glory of God. Not a word nor a discourse, whose voice is not heard. Through all the earth their voice resounds, and to the ends of the world their message. The heavens proclaim the glory of God. Alleluia, alleluia. The word of God is living and effective, able to discern reflections and thoughts of the heart. Alleluia, alleluia. The gospel for today is from Luke chapter 11, verse 37 through 41. After Jesus had spoken, a Pharisee invited him to dine at his home. He entered and reclined at table to eat. The Pharisee was amazed to see that he did not observe the prescribed washing before the meal. The Lord said to him, O you Pharisees, although you cleanse the outside of the cup and the dish, inside you are filled with plunder and evil. You fools! Did not the maker of the outside also make the inside? But as to what is within, give alms, and behold, everything will be clean for you. The gospel of the Lord. Praise be to you, Lord Jesus Christ. In the name of the Father, Son, Holy Spirit. Amen. Alright, other than that, I think we can go ahead and jump into KOTOR 2. It's been about 2 years since I last touched this on stream unintentionally, but that's still a little loud. I did turn it down earlier. Let me turn that down a little bit more. That might still be loud, to be quite honest. In fact, yeah, I'm just gonna preemptively assume it's a little loud, because that lightning was noisy. Yeah, I kind of remember what we were doing. I know that we just landed here, because obviously we don't have anything explored here. It's been a while. I can't... Oh, okay. That's a thing.
There was a pattern to Revan's attacks during the Jedi Civil War. He sought to convert Jedi, not kill them. But that is not all. In fact, he fought to keep the infrastructure intact, killed certain political leaders that would lead to destabilization. First Patriarch Lelin Dur of Sirocco, the Corellian diplomat Mimis Yoon, and Yusunas of Achani. I am not sure that he intended to conquer. I think he was trying to do something else. I think he was trying to unify the galaxy against some other threat.
Against what?
I do not know. And that concerns me.
Wait, hold on. I'm glad that I noticed before too long, because obviously that is not showing. Why is that not... Actually, I think I know why that's not showing. Give me 1 second. So I think for some... Well, let's do a different window. I think for some reason, if I remember correctly, it does not like doing game capture, but window capture is just fine, if I remember correctly. which is weird. Don't need that. Hey, Cynic, how you doing? Give me 1 second. I'm trying to get this set up here. Maybe window capture is not the right one? Maybe it is. The game capture should technically work. Oh, we do love underrated sequels. I love KOTOR 2. And I was gonna say, I was thinking about this. The only thing that I have for Bioshock 2 that I would list as a complaint is, give me 1 second. This is not what I want at all. Interesting. I think I know what I need to do. So let me set that up. Hold on. The only thing for Bioshock 2 is the fact that you can't backtrack. That's what I was thinking. I eventually got there in my thoughts. It took me a second. Like, that's the one complaint. That's about it. But yeah, it's like, as you said, the underrated sequels are usually better, in my opinion, than their source. And a lot of people don't seem to understand that. That'll be good. Gotta bring that down here, however. I think I forgot about this until now. And yep, that'll fix that. Okay. Let's see if there's one other thing that I can set up here real quickly. No, definitely not auto level up. Graphics. Okay, fair enough. Yeah, the story does prevent backtracking, which is what I forgot about. It's like, okay, if somebody had a complaint with that, that one's reasonable. Otherwise, yeah, there's really not much to complain about, I would say, for Bioshock 2. I think the weapons overall are better. I think the story is better. Like, you get the twist for Bioshock 1, but it's not, like, after the first time, it's not that big of interest, honestly, at least in my opinion. I'm doing well, thank you for asking.
The repairs are coming along. I hope to have the Ebon Hawk ready by the time you finish.
That's right. That's why you can't come. You're helping repair the Ebon Hawk. Okay. Well, then in that case, right. Don't want Goto. I do have the restored content mod. I should. Here, let me see if there's an easy way to show that. Oh, yeah, okay. That works, yeah. Yes, I do have the restored content mod. I've never actually played the restored content, so I'm actually looking forward to it. I haven't got into it quite yet, but I am looking forward to the new stuff. Now, that's not a problem. I was hoping that we could make it so it did windowed or something. Actually, there is a way, but I'm not going to do it. Oh, yeah, I'd have to go ahead and... Okay. Anyways, this will be fine. It's fine. So there is a way to do it, but you have to go ahead and modify the code a little bit. It's really not that big of a problem. I just forgot that you had to do that until now because I had to do that for KOTOR 1 in order to actually even be able to play. Because KOTOR 1 is a little more stinky on modern PCs as opposed to KOTOR 2, and I forgot about that until now. I'd like to add you, but you're working repairs. Alright, Mira, you can come along. You're not exactly the one I'd usually bring along. Am I sure this is the party configuration I want? No. Alrighty. So then we might want to... Your defense is 20, which isn't awful, admittedly. $19. Alright, fine, that's acceptable for the time being. That's been a while, though. Okay. Yeah, it's been about a year and a half since I last played this. Not intentionally, it's just with a year squared. I was doing that. I'm trying to basically get through a lot of games that I've started on stream but have yet to finish before we get to a year squared 2. Because we have 2.5 months before we get to that. The unfortunate thing about that is, I know I'm adding one new game for sure. Oh gosh, that was loud. Let me turn down the sound effects a little more in a second. That is still very loud. Okay. Now let's try that. Oh, did it? You thought it sounded fine? Let's say it's hurting my ears a little bit, but if it sounds fine to you, then that is good. It was more so just when the lightsabers came out was when I was like, oh gosh, that's loud. Otherwise, I'm glad it sounds good to you though. But yeah, there we go. Batman Arkham City. I'm getting there eventually. Hold on, my brain is processing. Arkham City. There you go. Yes, the game won't end so abruptly. I'll have a planet I've never been to. I'll have the whole HK-47 plot that I've never seen. It's like, I really wish LucasArts... So, I'm sure you know this, but for those that are unaware, LucasArts wanted this out by Christmas, and then Obsidian was like, can we get 6 more months? We got a lot of really cool stuff in development that we're working on, and we'd like to get it taken care of. And LucasArts said, yeah, okay, fine. And then, like, a couple months later, they went, LOL, nah. Time for you to release it. It's like, bruh. Yeah, as I was saying, I am going to be doing Arkham City here soon, because I am trying to mostly do it within the confines of the timeline, like how long it would take in between each game. I gave a little bit of leeway in between Arkham Origins to Arkham Asylum, because Arkham Origins would have taken place like a few years before Arkham Asylum. I can't remember exactly how many years. So it's like, for that one, I just played that one in December/Christmas. And then we played Arkham Asylum in like June or something, because that one takes place during the summer. And I don't think the 6 months that they gave for Arkham Asylum into Arkham City was realistic, honestly. So that one's more of a year and a half for me, and that one's in November. So, because for that one, I don't want to ruin that story, but I have a story, actually, about, Arkham City for when we get to that one. It's something that I'm amused by. I'll probably bring my wife down for that story, because it involves her, and,
I've got some news. The space battle is still going on. The Hawk's sensors just picked up a contact heading to the moon. Most of the ship's systems
That's no
are
moon.
down, so it's about all I got. That ship may have landed nearby, though. Or it may be on the other side of the moon. So you might want to prepare for another friendly Onderon welcome.
fair enough. Yeah, it's a story that my wife likes to tell, is what I'm trying to summarize. It's back when we were first starting dating, and I'm not gonna take that away from her to tell that story. But I am looking forward to playing that again, because it's been a while. I know that P-Tony, I think, did City recently? Fair enough. Can't remember. The mall rat. But yeah, at this point of the game, for the most part, normal enemies aren't really scary anymore, to be quite honest. So, because it's like, we're level 24. Admittedly, some of Goto's stuff was a little, problematic, but it turned out okay in the end, honestly. How many repair parts do we have? 14? I don't have that many spikes, so... honestly, the experience is good, but we don't really need to do anything else because... I actually am going... So that's a good question. I am going for a canon playthrough, Cynic. I did for when we did KOTOR 1 as well, which if you're interested, one second, just because I'm thinking about it. Hello and thank you. Nope, don't need that. That's not what was needed at the moment. That's a very out-of-date channel intro, which I need to update, honestly. Give me 1 second. I am looking for it. Shouldn't be too much longer, I think. But yeah, I am going for a canon ending, so obviously mostly the Exile will be good, which I don't admittedly think that that's technically canon. I think she's supposed to be neutral, but I like to do canon. I like to do good. There's the playlist for KOTOR 1. That's what I was looking for. Revan says we must take Duxon. Our wing of military droid carriers are to fly in low and drop our payload into the jungle moon. Once the droids hit Dirtside, they'll seek out the Mandalorian space and pave the way for our ground troops. The Jedi. We're expecting heavy resistance, and if the droids can't take out the anti-air turrets, this is going to be one short mission. But we cannot fail if we do. The Republic is lost. Oh yeah, this is where, like, a lot of, the Exile's story comes into play. I forgot about that. So, I gave Revan the most stupid name. Actually, I think one of my chat members suggested it for KOTOR 1, and I kind of loved it. We named him Wensleydale. So the Exile here is named Brie Gouda. So apparently we're just naming the characters after cheese, because why not? Who doesn't love cheese, am I right? Oh, you can reactivate the droid. Okay. I mean, admittedly, lactose intolerant people probably do not like cheese, but... on that note, as soon as this is done.
These jungles are filled with long, narrow paths, dumb beasts that just keep charging at you. This place is perfect for mines. If the carcasses were worth anything, you could make a fortune.
I mean, okay, thank you. Speaking on that note, I did order the Wallace and Gromit Blu-ray collection, and that should be here today, I think. So I'm looking forward to that. Because who doesn't love Wallace and Gromit? I'm sure somebody doesn't, but Wallace and Gromit's enjoyable. Got Master Heal, Master Speed, Master Force Barrier, Breath Control. Okay, so we got some stuff. Admittedly, with this grass, it is hard to see the remains sometimes, or just bodies that you can loot. I need to pick up the, so I don't think, unfortunately, it includes the movie Curse of the Were-Rabbit. I remember that being really good, so I need to pick that up at some point. But it's like, I do really like, Wallace and Gromit. It's been a while since I've seen it, too. I can't remember how long.
Colonel Tobin stirred up a Minox nest when he took a shot at us. I'm still working on the repairs, and I have to take down some systems, including sensors. So you have to do without me for a while.
I mean, kinda, yeah. I don't know if it's canon or not, but I've always liked the Exile being with Anton, not gonna lie. So I know it's canon that Revan got with, Bastila. Hopefully they got married first, I can't remember at the moment. And I know that Joyful really likes the MMO of this, but I've never played it, so I'm not sure how the Old Republic holds up, to be quite honest.
Well, if it isn't the Zug brothers. Sorry, but this one's my bounty, so keep those weapon barrels pointed down.
Yeah, go to you.
And very dead if you keep pointing those guns at us.
I mean, that is true. So anyway, you could take care of the small female first. I mean, I personally don't think you should start a fight with me. Yeah, what do you mean? I'll ask if we can make a deal. This isn't gonna go so well for you, I'm gonna be honest. Everybody was supersonic racing. I guess I overestimated the thugs. Didn't even probably need most of those, not gonna lie. Oh gosh, I forgot about this effect when you're running though, that hurts my head a little bit. Oh, let's just keep a robe. Let's see, that might be better. KOTOR doesn't have the best story compared to the KOTORs, but the KOTORs are canon. Urban Basila's descendants are major. Interesting, because I do know that HK-47 does pop back up in Star Wars: The Old Republic, which there's enough there that I'm interested, honestly, because it's before like BioWare became really liberal. Like they were a little bit at this point, but it's not like it was crazy at this point. So it's like I am somewhat intrigued, honestly. But I'm not sure if I'm that intrigued. $28. Let me see. Okay. Hey, where'd it go? There we go. Five, 4. There we go. Okay. Oh yeah, I forgot just how much damage we did with these. Anyways. It looks like there should be a container there too. That's alright. There we go. Well, that's great for combat when you start running around with that. I don't know if it gives... It's not very pleasant. Oh, am I... There we go. I was gonna say, am I stuck? I don't want to be stuck. Nothing down here. Okay. But really, it is nice to be getting back to this. Between this, and I also need to get back to Baldur's Gate 2, I have a fair amount of things... Out of my way, please. Thank you. I have a lot of backlog I need to get to, honestly, which is why I'm really trying to finish it. I'll probably wait to do... So, Bait and Kados is on my backlog, but since the remaster just came out, I'll probably just restart that. So I think that just makes more sense, truth be told. The only downside to the remaster is it doesn't have the English voice acting. So I will have to think about that. I don't know why they didn't just include it, unless they didn't want to pay the actors, which is possible. Yeah, that doesn't surprise me, honestly. It makes me sad, but that doesn't surprise me. Hidden Mandalorian, anti-air turrets forced us to crash outside the landing zone. We lost half our troops to beasts streaming out of the jungle. The rest of us are getting hammered by Mandalorian emplacements. We're pinned down, cut off from command, and the thumping of the big guns hasn't died down for hours. Where are those darn Jedi? Where are those damned 4th Jedi emeralds? Yeah, that doesn't surprise me, though. It makes me sad, but it's like, yeah, it sounds about like how BioWare was, honestly, because it's like, with Mass Effect 1, they had it a little bit, not like too much, because they had What's-Her-Face, it's like, oh, we don't blah blah blah. It's like, I don't care, you're just finding an excuse to go ahead and do that. Then they start adding more and more, and it's like, I'm not interested, thanks.
You let the ship escape? I will deal with your failure later, Captain. But for now, find that ship. Our ally has indicated that the Jedi hasn't left the system yet. Send a detachment to Duxon. If you find anything, alert me immediately. Now get out of my sight.
Which is a shame, honestly, but I think people are starting to get really tired of that stuff. I could be wrong. But it just seems like more and more people are getting tired of it. Rightfully so, to be honest, but that doesn't mean we should obviously be bad, or mean, or cruel about it. That's the word I'm looking for.
Unnecessary observation. Targets acquired. Annoying recitation. Let us proceed to facilitate communications. Recitation, and bring about the termination of hostilities.
Okay, now for you guys. Let's say, not like the most dangerous, but definitely one where it's like, okay, I didn't underestimate them from my memory. I remember the first time you encountered the HK-50 droids is a really big pain. Obviously, we've been past that now, but admittedly, maybe I give them a little bit too much credit still because of just how much of a pain I remember them being from all those years ago when I played it when I was like 12. Oh gosh, that makes me somewhat terrified to realize that's how long ago it was. Maybe terrified isn't the right word, just intrigued? I don't know. Life goes by too fast, honestly, sometimes. But...
Watch it, Jedi. There's a body over there. A lone Mandalorian. Fresh kill, too. I can't figure the percentage in them still being on this rock.
Good times indeed.
Most Mandalorians I know are mercenaries, and not the cheap kind. Whoever hired him had a good reason to send him to this jungle. There may be more of them around. Keep your weapon charged.
Well, we had some deadly frag mines. Does that count? Hold on. Maybe it does? Yeah, but I know that there's mines in there. I can see the mine behind the door, so there has to be a way to get in there. I'll try this. Why not?
Let's leave this right here.
Maybe don't run over the mine. Alright, we'll bring it back. I remember being impressed by these graphics too. It's like this game, KOTOR 1, like, let's see. This game, KOTOR 1 and Guild Wars 1 were like really impressive graphics-wise to me at the time. I still really like the graphics for these, honestly. And part of that is probably because I don't think they run on the same engine, but they're kind of similar graphics-wise. I'd say Guild Wars 1 is better. But honestly, this stuff just still looks good, even... Oh man, it really has been 20 years, hasn't it? Oh goodness. This stuff just looks good 20 years later, and I'm sure the restored content, I'm sure the mods do help with that. But it's just like, the style they were going for really helps, and that's something I don't think enough people realize. That style really does happen to help a lot.
Hold it right there. We've got you surrounded.
Great, just what we needed. Mandalorians.
I'm surprised you got this far. The jungle doesn't usually let its prey go that easily. What are you doing here?
What are you doing, Zoom?
We claimed this moon decades ago, when we reforged ourselves after Exar Kun's defeat. Some of us call it home. Why are you trespassing here?
Yeah, we'll go with our ship crash when we were forced land here.
We expected as much. You've been the Duxon by choice. We have orders to escort you to our camp. Our leader wants to speak to you.
Yeah, we'll go.
You are coming with us. I'm supposed to escort you peacefully, but the alternative is quite acceptable. So your choice is follow us as our guest, or see how Mandalorians have earned their reputation.
Alright, alright. I mean, I could totally take you guys on, but I'm fine with just talking. I wanted to explore more, though. I guess we could get more of that later. Hi, Thorin. Oh! Oh! I cannot see cutscene, kitty cat. I guess I can look at my other monitor.
So you're the intruder.
Hey, Ordo.
Sensors picked up your handiwork in space. I am Mandalore, leader
Ordo.
of Mandalore.
Candra's Ordo.
Scattered perhaps, but we're still alive. Alive and rebuilding. This used to be the heart of the Mandalorian war effort. From this complex we commanded an armada that had the Republic on the run. It didn't last. Mandalorians have a rapport with this jungle. Every moment here is a struggle. All creatures gripped in a constant war for survival. The sole purpose of the weak is to feed the strong.
Nope.
We train here and learn the lessons of the jungle. The beasts also help us keep our edge. Covert camps are not meant to attract attention. Because we conquered them, the people of Onderon still hold a grudge against the Mandalorians. So we keep our presence here a secret.
Well, that's somewhat understandable.
Mandalorians...
Oh, we already did this one. Okay.
So it's transportation you want. It so happens I have a small shuttle that's more than capable of running the Onderon military blockade. I make occasional trips to ISIS for information and supplies. If you want to go with me, you're going to have to prove your worth.
I could do that.
I don't travel with anyone I'm not sure of. You look capable, but ISIS can be a dangerous place. If you want to travel on my shuttle, I want to make sure you aren't going to be a liability.
Yeah, that sounds like you.
Mandalore is the name we give to our leader. Becoming Mandalore is the greatest honor any Mandalorian could aspire to. When our leader falls in battle, the most worthy takes his place. So even though your army killed our leader, it was only a matter of time before we chose someone new. Me. I'll let Kex know that you check out. We found more gear than we can use, so you can trade with him if you need some more supplies.
I might.
Be careful in the jungle. Our patrols have stopped until the space traffic dies down. The challenging beasts have been cleared from the area, but what's left might still be too much for you.
Yeah, okay. LOL. I don't think I have to worry about, with the left being too challenging for me, not gonna lie. We'll leave that one for now.
What do you want?
Oh. Alright, guess.
All scouts
All right.
report in.
Fair enough.
Your ship's pilot and gunner are both skilled. You destroyed many Onderon fighter craft in the recent space battle.
I'll make sure to let him know. Oh, I thought it said Keck for a second.
What do you want?
Just you. You're no Mandalorian. I don't know why Mandalores let you roam free, but I don't trust you.
Well, I don't why then.
The new quartermaster. If a Mandalorian needs something, they come to me. Mandalore's ordered me to let you have access to our supplies, including some military-grade surplus. It's not free, though. You can pay with credits or trade in some of your gear. Doesn't matter to me.
Fair enough.
Yeah, I do. I don't know why Mandalore would let some outsider roam around our camp without an escort.
Because he couldn't stop me. None of you could.
You would have been shot on sight. Mandalore must think you're something special. Blasters, energy shields, armor, and other fighting gear, all in good condition. Though I doubt you could afford it.
I don't remember how much money you have. Maybe you're right.
The greatest honor for a Mandalorian is to distinguish themselves in battle. But as age comes upon us, some are forced to find honor in other pursuits. They assist as freighter pilots, technicians, or quartermasters. There's honor there, but it's nothing compared to the heat of battle. For
Fair enough.
someone young like me, this task is distasteful. There are many battles left in me, yet I'm relegated to this. My predecessor was loading equipment from Cache D5. Mandalorian engineers must have worked a double shift on that one. The old quartermaster was carrying out a load of blast converters and walked straight into a beam splitter.
Oof.
Pieces of them wound up all over. So I got the job, and here I am. It's bad enough I have to stand here and pass out supplies while the others go on patrol. I'm not going to disgrace myself further by being your guide.
Yes, you are.
The only advice I'll give you is, when you're in the jungle, shoot anything that moves. Then shoot the things that don't move, just to be sure.
What about stabbing? How much money do I have? A fair amount, actually. Alright. Genius. Not awful, actually. Not planning to really... Yeah. Interesting. I might be interested in the Mandalorian heavy suit then. Not really anything I need from you though, so you can go ahead and keep complaining about being a quartermaster and worry about running into a beam splitter like your predecessor by accident. Or on purpose, who knows? Not me.
We've called off our patrols outside the camp. We usually find some entertainment in clearing out the worst of the beasts. But without our patrols, some of the larger beasts may be around. None of us will be around to bail you out of trouble. You've been warned. We heard reports of a Zakeg wandering the paths around here. They're a good challenge for Mandalorians. If you see one, stay out of its way. Without us to back you up, you'll be dead in seconds.
No, I don't think so.
It's a huge red lizard that's built like a Baragwin battle tank. It has a hide so thick it might as well be Durasteel plating. We keep clearing them out of the area, but they keep coming back. They're tough opponents for non-Mandalorians.
Yeah, I think you're wrong.
You fight a Zakeg. If you survived such a battle, you'd gain much honor. Strong words. It would be amusing to see you try to kill such a beast. Try the outlying jungle paths if you're determined to seek one out.
Alright.
Bring me back a trophy from your kill as proof of the deed.
I'll come back then. Probably should save though, just to play it safe. There's a difference between being sure of yourself and being stupid. I don't see why we couldn't take them out, mind you, but at the same time, it's like, eh.
If you head out into the jungle, stay alert. Our patrols keep the area clear. Mostly Canucks and Mauras. Deeper in the jungle, there's Boma beasts, and they're a little westward. How do you know of the Zakeg? We've seen signs along the path. They are naturally armored and have foul dispositions. Mandalorian expeditions cleared them out of the area, but ducks on beasts never take kindly to their territory. As soon as ship activity dies out around here, we may hunt them again. Even the bravest Mandalorians have fallen prey to this jungle.
Yeah, we'll be fine. Is this the way we came from? Where the heck did the Canuck come from? I was gonna say, I did not see them. Anyways. I don't think I did take the Zakeg out yet. Zakog? However they pronounce it. Guess we'll find out. It's been a long time since I played through all of KOTOR 2, probably since it initially came out, honestly. I've been meaning... That's the thing, even if a game I really like, sometimes I don't have the time for it, especially like... So I prefer KOTOR 2 over KOTOR 1. But KOTOR 1 is such a shorter game, like I would say half the time of KOTOR 2, that I'm more likely to play KOTOR 1 just for that simple fact. It's kind of the same with Golden Sun and Golden Sun: The Lost Age. Although in that case, that's a little different just because since Golden Sun, you transfer your file into Golden Sun: Lost Age, you get some unlockables and stuff. And then sometimes I just run out of time on the way to Golden Sun: Lost Age, so... What journal entry? I don't remember him telling me about any, explosions, honestly. Maybe he did. So... That's as much... Yeah. Let's see. Press button. Oh, my neck. Oh.
I don't like the sound of that. I think you've just stirred up a mind nest.
Who cares? There's another one. Yeah, as I say, Visas might go down, admittedly. As I say, I think she's gonna take care of most of them, though, and I was right. And we got a level up. Your health will regain over time. You'll be fine. Already detonated the perma-carrot charges. The detonator does nothing now. Level up. Heals. Well. Yeah. Don't really need heavy armor, honestly. That wouldn't be bad, not gonna lie. Don't need that. Honestly, force push can be very useful. That may not be awful, admittedly, but... Not too bad. That's actually pretty good. Oh, I see. That, you know what? We will go with that, because that can be useful. Oh, okay.
Ready?
Uh-huh. Leave it alone for the time being, I guess. Wakey wakey! Maybe I should have healed you. There you go.
Ready?
Okay. Maybe I should have gone ahead and swapped to her first. I'm not going to deny that's a possibility. But at least after the first mine went off, I went, yeah, maybe my character just can't see them. It is nice that you, while it doesn't show you get experience for each mine you recover, you do get experience for each one, so that is pretty nifty. You know what? Hold on.
Let's move out.
Yeah, so say you can just go ahead and...
Stand back.
Yeah, let's try and see if there's some way I could sneak past there. This one I can. I don't know what happens if we bash them. I'm trying to... Let's see. Oh, that's what I was wondering. I guess I should have gone Destroy Droid so I could attack all of them at once. That's alright. And they all died. Not sure how Mandalore will feel about that, but LOL.
A little harder than I thought. A little harder than I thought. A little harder than I thought.
What do you mean?
Ready?
Alright, fine.
Let's leave this right here.
I'll be honest, I'm a little surprised at that. Nope, don't need that. Don't need that. Rockets explode! I'm doing pretty well, Tom. How are you? How's life been? As I know it's been 2 weeks, because I was at my,
A little harder than I thought.
no, right, fine.
Let's leave this right.
Work trip. I was on my work trip. That's the word I'm thinking of. How's your book coming along? I know you said you were pretty close last time we talked. Seems to be everything in here. Okay, fair enough. I'm looking forward to my bike ride later, since it's getting into the cold season. I've decided to start streaming from like about 9 to 1, so we got about another 2 hours. I got started a little late today, so I'll go until 1:30. That way I can go ahead and go for my bike ride. It's not like that cold yet, it should be about 60. So I'll just throw on a windbreaker and I should be good. But it's still like, yeah, it's definitely getting colder. Later on, I'll need more, but still getting a new round of revisions from editor. But in the meantime, I started working on a second book. Well, in the second draft. Nice! What is the second book about? I'm glad to hear that. Double-sided lightsaber, okay. That'll lead back down to here, okay. Okay, the music just wasn't finished quite yet. Which, alright, that's fair enough. We've gone this way. That leads back to the camp. Okay. Shouldn't be anything this way, then. Compendium of Dragon Slayer stories from the ancient hagiographies of the saints. Interesting. I'd be interested in that. Sounds like both of your books are pretty interesting. Listen, I know what your first one's about, but I'm blanking on it now, admittedly, but it was interesting. I'm just awful at remembering things sometimes. Ooh, pardon me. I was wondering if you might have had something. If I saw your corpse there still. Not you guys, though. Okay. Bio of Blessed Nicholas Steno, the first paleontologist. Interesting. Yeah, I'm definitely interested in both of those. So you let me know when those out, and I'll pick up a copy. Always interested in saints or people on their way to sainthood. I know you really like paleontology, so that one definitely makes sense. That's something that would be very close to you. Yeah, we're fine. Both these books will be written for kids to enjoy as well. Lots of illustrations. Oh, nice! So my son will I'll definitely be willing to read that to my son then.
I am a Mandalorian scout. I don't go on patrol. Mandalore sent me out here personally to track a ship that landed in the area. No, it wasn't them. That ship was damaged and screaming its ID signature all the way down. This one was trying to slip in quietly, and it was keeping its eye on emissions to a minimum. Our sensors almost didn't pick it up.
Interesting.
Just this corpse here. Looks like a scout, and pretty green, too. The fool walked right into a group of Canucks and got torn apart.
None of these visitors are. They don't know their terrain very well.
He can't have been the only one crawling around here. If there's more, we need to take them out. Action. Don't worry, I'm not planning on killing them.
No, I'm just on the light side, so that's why I'm trying not to kill them. Plus, we don't have to kill them.
Mandalorians on site. If so, I wouldn't mind a good fight. There's more of these scouts in the jungle. There's many paths, and I don't want them to slip by.
If we spot any scouts, we'll need to take them out fast before they can warn their companions.
Right.
If we split up, we should be able to find their scouts, if you're up for it. I'm going to take up a position to the east. You go west. I'll make sure none of them get past me. I haven't seen anybody come around here.
Okay. I guess I'll go backtrack?
What happened to Lon?
He got swarmed by those little beasts. I think they're called KAMaximilianK's.
I hope this mission is worth it to the Colonel. If not, wait, did you hear that?
That's her! Get her!
I mean, I personally would not recommend this course of action that you've decided to take. I was gonna say, where are you guys? Back there, though.